Hi, everyone, and welcome to this webinar organized by WeUni in partnership with the University of Bergamo. My name is Natalia. Nice to meet you all, and I will be your host for today's event on behalf of WeUni. I see here that the first people are already starting to join, and we are going to wait a few minutes before starting to allow everyone to connect. But in the meantime, feel free to say hi in our chat here on Zoom, and please tell us where you're from because we are curious. Okay. Okay, just waiting for a few minutes. Okay, first of all, I want to thank everyone to join us and thank you our panelists for being here with us today. As you can see here, I'm not alone, so I want to introduce you all to Elena Gotti. She's come from here, Head of Teaching and Student Services. Valentina De Lucchi, she's working in International Relations Office, especially in the Erasmus incoming students. And also with us, there is also panelist Tulio, Sayed Amir, and Anastasia. So welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here. And so today we're going to learn what it is really like to study at an university in Italy. We will discover how education in Italy blends academic tradition and international opportunities. So we will hear from the International Office and students ambassadors sharing real stories, tips, and what makes the Italian experience so unique. Whether you are curious about teaching methods, students' lives, or future career paths, this is your chance to get inside insights and ask your questions live. Talking about that, I would like to remind you that after the presentation, we will have a Q&A sessions where we'll be able to ask direct questions to the panelists. So don't be shy and just type all your questions here in QA sections on Zoom. And we will go through then at the end of this webinar. Also, for those of you interested in receiving a certificate of attendance by WeUni, for this free masterclass, stay tuned because we will post the link to the Get the certificate at the end of the session. So I think we can start now. So, well, we are able to start. So welcome to those who just joined us. And without further ado, I also now leaving the floor to our panelists for the presentation. Enjoy this webinar and see you later.
Hi, I think that I'm the first speaker in this panelist. I want to give my warm welcome to everybody, and I hope that this will be an interesting and useful webinar for you all. Let me share some slides. Okay, I was looking for. Please let me know if you can see it. Okay.
Yes, we can see it.
Thank you very much. So today our webinar is structured in three parts. The first part is my own, and I'll tell you something about the Italian higher education system and something about the models and kinds of exams that we usually can find in our universities. Then I leave the floor to Mrs. Valentina De Lucchi, that is from our international office. She will talk about studying in Italy, the cultural and the I could say the soft skills impact for you. And after this, we'll leave the floor to our ambassadors, so to Anastasia, Giulio, and our guest. I can't see if is already connected from Iran. No, probably Ahmed will join us later. So I start with this first, sorry, okay, no. The Italian system education, as you can see, as probably you know, is structured in different levels, and that we're going to see in the next slide. But if when I started to think about this webinar, I thought that it was important to underline four principal aspects. The first one is that we have different programs, the bachelor and the master levels. And at each level, you can choose the path that is more suitable to your academic interest. The second important thing is that Italian system, as all the European system, is based on the ACTS credit system. So we have a standardized European credits system that ensure the international recognition. And for our students, it's very easy to move from a country to another European country. About the assessment methods, I anticipated something before, and but we're going to go deep into the next slides. And the principal characteristic is that in Italy we use many oral exams, and this is probably a typical way assessment methods, typical Italian assessment methods. And the last thing very important is that the final thesis is usually a research project. And this is quite unusual, especially in other countries, also in other European countries. Oh, sorry, I left. Oh. I'm going to, okay. Oop. I'm going to share again. Sorry, but okay. Okay. So this is how you can, we can, this is a scheme about the different levels of educational courses in Italy. So when you end the upper secondary school, you can access directly to two different paths, the bachelor degrees that last 3 years, or a single cycle degree programs that last usually 5 or 6 years. At the end of the bachelor 3 years, you can access to a master degree programs of 2 years, or you can access to advanced courses or first level vocational master's programs of 1 or 2 years. When you end either the single cycle degree programs or a master degree program, you can have 4 different choices. The first is to find a job and follow the job that is the more suitable opportunity regarding your path, your previous path. Or you can try to access to a PhD program or to a postgraduate school or to a second level vocational programs that can last 1 or 2 years. I have to underline that usually the 5-6 years program are programs linked to specific professions, such as surgeries or medicine or law, or the public teaching into the or kindergarten, elementary school or kindergarten school, while the most popular bachelor degrees, so we have only 10 single cycle degree program in Italy, while we have many bachelor degrees. The other thing that I told you before is the CTS system, and that you can find here summarized. All of the workload into the university is measured by credits that we call CFU. So in Italian is crediti formativi universitari, university credits. One credit usually corresponds to 25 hours of work that can be the lessons that you attend into the class, or groups, homeworks, or other activities, traineeships, or your personal time that you use to study in order to prepare to the exams. Each course has a specific, each training activity has a specific number of credits assigned. So when you pass the exam or you complete the activity, you earn the credits that are preview for this course or these training activities. Usually, full-time students are expected to earn 60 credits for each academic year. But sometimes in some study plan, you can find that are slightly differences between one academic year and the other. For example, you can have the first year you can have find a total credits of 554 credits, and the second one you can have 66 credits, but this doesn't matter, are slightly changes. About the evaluation process, as I told you before, differently from other countries, we have not only written exams that usually are used for verify knowledge and analytical skills, but we have many oral exams because probably because of our culture, our history, we have a tradition of examination based on reasoning and critical thinking. Often we have a combined approach. So you have a first level of a written exams, and then if you pass the written exam, you access to an oral part. And this allows us to have a more complete student evaluation. Of course, when you have a combined approach, very often you have you can if you fail the oral part, you can do again only the oral part, and you earn your credits only when you pass the whole exam. As I told you before, very often the final thesis is a research project that is finalized to go in deep I don't know, a particular task or a particular topic, and this allow the student to demonstrate his or her expertise in that field. Usually you have a professor of a course and you can choose the course that you preferred, and you ask to the professor if you can do your thesis with him or with her, and then the professor assign you a topic, and you can develop a research project about that project. Please note that usually the student works independently and has some appointment with the professor in order to verify the ongoing project, and also in referring to the final moment of the discussion of the thesis. And especially during the master degree, this is very important because it is a preview of the PhD research. And so it allowed the student to understand if the research career and the PhD career could be a good choice for him or for her. Um, Something about how it's study in Italy. About our study from our experience, we can tell you that study in Italy is a unique experience for each student coming from abroad, because it has some characteristics that are unique in the world, probably also in Europe. This is particular true for Bergamo, for the University of Bergamo, where we have a very good environment, and we could collect all this information. Firstly, thanks to the reduced number of students per professor, you have a very close interaction with each professor, and you can develop a personalized relationship, and very often also a mentorship program for each student. Studying in Italy allows you not to follow, to attend each course or each lesson, and so you can develop also a sense of independence in your studies. You can organize the courses that you want to attend. You can organize the number, and you can schedule on your own the exams that you want to do in some sessions. And so and all these aspects allows you to foster your independence and your self-direction learning. And especially in university, and the third very important aspect is the capacity to develop the practical expertise, thanks to a huge number of labs and seminars that we offer to the students enrolled in each of our courses. And this is a synthesis of what I told you before. So no, this is another, sorry. Another thing that I didn't tell you before is that is about the types of lessons. Probably you usually are used to have a Anglo-Saxon lecture style teaching. So there's the professor that speaks, that teaches to the classroom, and the classroom listens. Instead, in Italy, we have more interaction, more different kind of lessons. So you can find some lesson during in which the professor talk to the class, but some other lessons we have some testimonials, or some work groups, or some labs, some simulations. So you can have a different task, and this allows our students to develop more engagement also in the different lessons, and also to be stimulated to involve more in discussion, or in a comparison with other students. The last thing that I'd like to underline is the legal value of the Italian degrees, because of thanks to the Bologna process and to the AIA conference, the Italian degrees are recognized worldwide. And so this is to say that if you have an Italian bachelor or an Italian master degree, you can go everywhere and you will be you can show your degree and be sure to be a valid title for the hiring. And is also very well evaluated usually, because the level of the education in Italy is very evaluated abroad, as the 6,000 Italians that go abroad to work yearly can show. Now I leave the floor to Mrs. Valentina De Lucchi. I thanks you all, and I stay here for other questions.
Thank you, Elena. Nice to meet you, everyone, and good afternoon to all. I'll get back to the slides and share them. Okay. Okay, can you see them?
Yes, we do. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. As Elena was saying before, I'll try to explain to you why you should choose Italy for your studies from a more cultural and soft skill perspective. Well, first of all, studying in Italy is not just about earning a physical degree, but it's about living a real transformation. So you will have the chance to walk through centuries of history, embrace a vibrant lifestyle, and connect with the people from all over the world. Beyond the academic excellence that Italy can offer you, you will have the chance to grow as a person, discover new perspectives, and create some memories that hopefully will last your lifetime. In Italy, culture is not something that you only study on books, or you just go deeper to prepare an essay for your exam. It's something that you live every day. From the world classes museum and historical landmarks to the beauty of everyday traditions, the country, Italy, will offer you endless opportunities to immerse yourself in both history and art. At the same time, we can say that the Mediterranean lifestyle will encourage balance and well-being, while the international environment that you will have the chance to create in your study programs will make easier to you to connect with people from all over the world. More generally, the global opportunities that will be offered to you if you decide to join a study program in Italy, well, will be easy to access through the English taught programs. And there you will have the chance to meet not only the Italian cultures, but, and I'm speaking for personal experiences since I attended an international program here at the University of Bergamo. And you will also have the chance to meet other cultures and to create valuable relationship with other students. It will also provide you with scholarships and mentoring. So you will get both financial support and structural guidance for your academic success. And at the end of your study period, you'll have job placement opportunities and career services. So you'll receive support for your future career after the graduation through the program that is called Invest Your Talent in Italy. So as I was saying, studying in Italy will provide you with some essential life soft skills, which are adaptability. So the fact that you will enter and you will start living in a new and diverse environment compared to the ones that you're used to, it will provide you also with the great ability of problem solving. So thanks to the courses and the challenges that you will face during your path here, you'll be able to develop innovative solutions to challenges. And as I was saying, you'll also have the chance to create a multicultural networking with other students and building what is a global network of contacts through both students and the professors involved in your education. So thank you for your attention. This is our website for any further information. And I will leave now the floor to our international students.
Hello, can I start? My name is Giulio. I am here now a full-time student for this year in International Management and Marketing. Before this decision, I was here as an Erasmus student for 1 year. And after this program, after this experience, I decided to pursue full-time studies in this university for a number of reasons. So why did I choose the University of Bergamo? I chose the University of Bergamo because firstly, University of Bergamo allows you to have a mix between theory and practice. Also, not only learning by just reading, but also forming groups and engaging yourself with other students and doing presentations and being an interactive way of learning. Second of all, the curriculum is very updated, and also there are a lot of visiting professors from other universities who help us to do workshops, to make presentations like in a very updated way, which is requested for the job market. And the third reason that I saw during my Erasmus here was that we also had the opportunity to meet real people who work in the profession that I will work in the future. For example, in my case, as like international management and marketing, we met entrepreneurs, we met people who were working in different sectors, like as managers. We also had some projects that we have to have these managers as mentors. And one that I recall when I was here an Erasmus student was a class that is called New Business Venturing, that we had to form groups and we had to create real life business model. And what was the best thing of this was that we have a real life coach. We have some lady who was working already as a manager in a company. That was really interesting approach of learning. My experience at University of Bergamo is very positive, and I have learned a lot of stuff, mostly also to be very independent around my tasks, but also living alone in a foreign country because I am from Albania. Also, one other thing that I really appreciate of Bergamo is the facilities that it offers. For example, University of Bergamo offers a mensa for people who have a lot of hours to study in a day and not have time to cook or to eat. They have a mensa, and you can it's literally on the campus, so you can join there. The also good thing is that the public transport is really accessible, and also near the university you have the buses and also the bikes offered by the city bike. You can do a subscription. It's really good facility for people who lives a bit farther. Also, another good thing is that the University of Bergamo offers accommodation, dorms, which is nice for people who struggle with finding accommodation. Also, speaking about the studying program, I would also appreciate that University of Bergamo offers these programs in English, and the whole class is taught in English. So for people who don't speak Italian or have difficulty learning Italian, you can just you can put your candidature just by providing your English test. I saw also a question in the Q&A session. Maybe I can answer that. That is saying, that is asking for, can I be admitted if I don't have an English test? You have to have an English test, and then you can go through an interview after doing the all submission, and then you can be admitted. I would say that also admission process is really easy. You just have to put all needed documents. This is one of the other reasons that I choose the University of Bergamo. You can just submit your documents, then you can get an email if you are proceeded further to continue with the administration process, and then you can do an interview, which is really nice, and you learn a bit more about the university and its facilities. If anybody has any other question, I would be very kind to ask. And if anybody has any curiosity, or maybe my other colleagues can share their experience.
Anastasia, do you want to continue, please?
Of course.
Okay.
I will continue and I will try to share my phone. I don't know if it's working.
We can see it, we can hear you.
Okay, but
we cannot say any presentation. I don't know if you are sharing a presentation.
Exactly, I'm sharing a presentation.
No.
If it's possible, okay. I think now it's working. Yes.
Yes.
Should work. Okay, amazing.
Okay, perfect.
Sorry for this technical problem. Hello, everyone. My name is Anastasia, and I'm currently a master's student at the University of Bergamo. I'm studying languages. And today I would like to share with you a little bit my experience of studying at University of Bergamo. Unlike many students, I came to Italy for my bachelor's degree. It's a little bit less common because bachelor's programs are often taught in Italian, but I already knew Italian and I wanted to improve it by living and studying here in Italy. At the same time, I was very passionate about studying French, and I thought that studying French in Italy was a perfect way to combine these two goals exactly here. And I chose Bergamo because of the good reputation of the university in this field, but also because of the size of the city, because it's medium-sized, not overwhelmed like big capital, but still it's very lovely. And of course, the airport nearby makes it really well connected to the rest of Europe, and it's very comfortable. Through this experience, I have learned not only languages, but also important life skills, like to search for solutions on my own, how to take responsibility, how to adapt to new academic system. And I graduated from bachelor degree with a C1 level in French. And now I'm back to university for my master's degree, and now I'm starting my second year. And one of the first differences I noticed comparing to the academic system I knew before was the format of oral exams. You sit directly in front of the professor and answer questions without having time to prepare notes in advance. This was very weird for me, And so it was quite challenging, but I soon started to appreciate this because it really feels less like a test, but more like a real conversation with a professor. And it helped me to develop confidence and spontaneity in expressing myself. I really liked as well that at University of Bergamo there is possibility of choosing of being attending and non-attending student. I always try to attend classes. I really like it because the main goal we come here, of course, it's study, also to contact with other people. So like you really want to hear the first experience of professors they share with you. But at least you don't have this pressure. If you cannot come attend one class, you're calm and you shall not worry about this. Another aspect I appreciated a lot, it was office hours of professors. They're always available. Any question you have, especially considering in the first year, probably we have questions about exams, about the system, how things are organized. Professors are always available. You just book an appointment and they explain everything about the class. Of course, engaging interactive classes, this is not even a question. And another thing which crossed my mind during this presentation, meanwhile I was listening to other colleagues, it's the fact that here in Italy, you can book your exams. You have to book them after the course is finished, but you're not it's not compulsory that you have to give your exam. It's the first call. You can choose. This one I like a lot because it gives us flexibility. Like if you don't feel ready because of your personal situation or because you are concentrated more on different exams, you just can book another session for another call and you can give your exam later. And another thing, if you don't pass exam, it's not a tragedy. You just study more later and you book another exam during another call. This flexibility of university system, I appreciate it a lot. And as well, there is a lot of opportunities at university to enrich your curriculum. For me, as I study languages and intercultural communication, it was very useful. For example, students can, there is a program of 150, or now it's called 200 hours work opportunities. Then you can work in facilities like the library or printing rooms. It's very useful, not only because it gives you some economic support, but also because you meet new people and contribute to university community. As well, there is tutorato activity. It's also kind of 150 hours collaboration with university. And as a tutor, you can meet international students to help them answer their questions, sometimes even show them around the campus. And it's a great way to connect with people all over the world. International dimension, in fact, is present not only in university, but also in your daily life here. For example, for me, it was sharing an apartment with international students. And it gave me a chance to practice my languages in a very natural way and to make a lot of friends. And also in university, there is Erasmus parties, different events, which helps you to meet people all over the world. A little bit of a couple of words about facilities and life in Bergamo, as my previous colleague talked as well, because as I told before, the city is really beautiful and it's international, but not chaotic like big cities. There is airport with direct connection to many countries. And also the university facilities are very comfortable. The libraries are a great place to study. There's students' canteens where you can eat if you spend the whole day on campus. Printing services where every student has a free allowance each year for some quantity of pages to print. Also, the campus as well are modern and welcoming. There is drinking water distributions, walking like studying place outside to study. And as well as the city as well is very interesting by itself because there are lakes nearby, there are mountains. We have Milano here nearby. It's only a short train ride away. Public transportation makes it all available. And in the city, you also can find cultural activities like language exchange and meet new people. So I wanted to tell that for me, studying in Bergamo, it was like more than just an academic patch. It really changed my personality. In all these years, I'm here for 8 years. And it gave me not only knowledge, but also resilience, responsibility, and international mindset. So thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, we're here. Just write in the messages and we will reply at the end of the presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anastasia. Now we should have an ambassador from Iran, but probably there are some problems in the connection. No, here. Sayed Amir, I leave you the floor, please.
Buonasera a tutti. My name is Amir. I'm come from Iran. If I want to say why I chose Italy, many of the students, I think majority of the students, of international students, they are come from Iran. One of the main reasons for international students is the scholarship, because we have some students who are coming from out of Europe, and so for supporting their life, they need this scholarship. So one of the advantages of studying in Italy that many of students can receive the scholarship, and this is very important. And after that, about the University of Bergamo, I should say that I studied tourism, and in the University of Bergamo, we have a very professional professors, and they knowledge is up to date, and you can have a good connection with them easily. You can find them easily, and more than that, a lot of professors, you can, for example, the professors are not just limited to Italian professors. We have, for example, in tourism, some professors who are coming from other countries or maybe out of Europe. So this is the great opportunity. And then about the vibe of Bergamo, I can say that this is the very a beautiful city with a lot of facilities. In my opinion, for example, if you want to use the public transportations, or for example, with great airport, all the destinations are accessible for international students. And then about the university, I should say that in the University of Bergamo, they provide a lot of events for students. For example, in the year, you can see some events such as, for example, walking tour in the around of the Bergamo, and with a very, for example, and the university pay a lot of attention to the students, and they consider the situations of students, and they provide a lot of entertainments and, for example, enjoyable times for the students. Thank you so much. If you have any question, you can ask in the box. Thank you.
I would also want to add something that I forgot, but now that my colleagues spoke, I would want to ask that university offers also an Italian language course. So if you want to start learning Italian, or if you want to perfect your Italian or to learn even better, it's completely free, and it's 2 times a week with 4 hours in total a week, which is really good of speaking, practicing, meeting other people who speaks Italian. Also, university offers another language exchange program, which is called Buddy program. This is also more for Erasmus students, but I think it is also for international students when you have the chance to meet an Italian student and maybe exchange the language or the culture. Also, one other thing that I want to add is that some classes, for example, international marketing and management, or maybe in other programs, you don't really have to take an exam in the end, but you maybe, if you are an attending student, like Anastasia mentioned, you don't really have to have an exam, but you can pass the class, the subject, by doing the assignment. For example, you have a number of 5 assignments and doing a presentation in the end. So this is a really good way of removing the stress of having to do an exam when you can be when you can have your grade during the semester, and then if you don't like the points or the grade at the end, it's up to you if you want to take the exam. And the last thing I wanted to say is that some of the degrees that University of Bergamo offers, for example, the degree that I am doing, offers the chance to make it like as a double degree. So in partner with other international universities. I know that International Marketing and Management has a partnership with University of Krems in Austria and University of Stuttgart in Germany. So if you fulfill the requirements, if you have the credits, you can also apply for example, the second year of this degree to make in Germany or in Austria. And then you can get basically two degrees, one from University of Bergamo and one from University of Krems or Stuttgart, which is a really good opportunity because the degree also there, the lessons are taught in English. That it's very helpful also for putting on your CV or in international career if you want to stay in Europe and also to attend to find a job here. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for the panelists. So hello again, everyone. First of all, I want to thank our panelists for the accurate presentation and for the useful testimonials from all of them. I see here we already have some questions from the participant, and I would like to remind you that there is still time to ask questions, and you can do so by writing here in the Q&A box. I would like to say, let's start to do the first one, but I just see that Elena's had already answered some questions. Maybe we can answer them live as well, since it could be useful for others too. Elena?
Yes, thank you. So I start for the first one they have in front of me, if it's okay for you.
Yes.
It's about Dr. Aziza. I'm a medical graduate from Pakistan, taught in English. I would like to start master in public health. We do not have a master in the public health. We have a master degree in medical engineering, but probably if you are already graduated in medicine, I don't know if you're interested in, but for any information about our educational offer, you can visit our website, www.unibg.it, and take a look at the English version, and you can find all the information. Hamadi writes, how can I find the main link for applying? In this moment, we do not have not yet opening calls. So we closed the PhD one, and we are going to open the new call for the master degree taught in English in November, around November. So please come back to our website and check on the website all the enrollment, the pre-enrollment. Know that it's important that you know that we use Dream Apply as a platform for our pre-enrollment, so you'll have, but it's very easy to use, so it's not a problem. Then we have Malo, Subrata Malo, that right, I've completed my BBA in 2011 and BA in 2012. It's possible to get admission in master's as I have been working in a bank thing, yes, it's not a problem for us. Probably you're more interested not in a master degree, as far as I can imagine, but in a professional master. But is it possible for for us? It's not a problem. How as an international student can calculate the family income for the scholarship? We ask the ISEE integrato. So we choose a fiscal center in Italy that will ask you all the documents that are that has to be translated and convalidated by your embassy or the consulate, and based on them will calculate your family income. Shahir Armain, right, I'm from Bangladesh. I would like to know if I'm eligible for pursue a master degree in social work. I don't know if you have a master degree in social work. I must. I should better understand what you intend for social work, but probably it's okay. We have no differentiation for the countries. So if you have a coherent bachelor, you can apply for a master degree, any master degree. And Mohammed Nayed Kurishi, the Afghan people can get this opportunity to apply for scholarship, of course, of course. Please note that we have not only the regional scholarship that is mainly diffused, but you can also apply to the Italian ministry scholarship for that are published usually by the embassy and the Italian consulate in the world. Or you can apply for the refugees scholarship. And then we have, starting from this year, we decided to participate in the Invest Your Talent program of Unitalia. It's a very interesting program that has a scholarship of 10,000 euros per year. And it's dedicated to students enrolled in engineering and economics master degree courses taught in English, and you have to, of course, to attend all the courses and to do an internship in an Italian company. Because it's a program that is finalized to create a very strong relationship between the candidate and the Italian company. So I think it's a very good opportunity in order to find a job also in Italy. Can I have a WhatsApp number? No, I'm sorry. You can write to international.students@unibg.it and you can find many answers to your questions. Which other master are you offering? You can find we offer 39 master degrees, so it would be very long to explain them all, but you can find them all on our website, and you can find all the master degree splitted by the language of instruction, so you can find the different the differences. Hi, I completed my bachelor in 2015. I can admission for master for computer science, of course, but please note that computer science for us is in Italian, a bachelor and master degree in Italian. I think that our time is run. No? I finished all the questions. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so thank you. First of all, I want to thank our fantastic guests for the interesting debate, and thank everyone for joining us for your questions. I would just want to remind everyone interested in receiving a certificate of attendance by WeUni that we can click on the link that I'm sending in the chat right now and request it. I would like also to remind everyone that tomorrow you will receive the recording of this webinar. In case you have missed anything, and also an email with all the information you need to contact the University of Bergamo. So if you have any other questions, feel free to contact the team direct. and they will be happy to help you also. Okay, so thanks again for our speakers and everyone connected with us today. And I hope to see you again in the next webinar organized by Doxity. So bye everyone and have a nice day.